Well, we'll see. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, guys. Hey, it's Shadowlake793 here, and with Arisato Luffy.
2442.
And here we're looking at another IGN list. IGN's top 25 comic book movies of all, or just movies.
Well, you would guess it's the all-time, because top 25 comic book movies.
Now, this list was posted like 2 years ago. October 24, 2011. So if your favorite comic book movie of the moment is not on here, then that's probably why.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, there have been a lot of comic book movies that...
and we mean a lot.
That have probably never seen the light of day or been seen by many people. So, I probably never watched most of these. I don't know yet.
Well, we'll see.
Hopefully.
Start off with number 25, The Rocketeer. Actually, I had no idea this was a comic book movie.
Yes, it was based off a superhero in a comic.
Huh. I've seen this movie, and you know, it's pretty good.
I never actually watched the movie, but from what I've seen and heard from other people and other reviews of it, I bet it's pretty good. It was a classic comic book hero, and that film adaptation actually stayed true to the source material.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I just thought this movie was good. Anyway, number 24 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Wait, is that really a comic book?
Yeah, it started off as a comic book, man.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a TV. I just thought it was a TV show, and then turned into a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. If this is the original number one, yeah, it was a damn.
It's a bit outdated. It's a bit dated, yes, but it's still a good movie.
It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, the animatronics are a bit too, you know.
Animatronics. Those are just costumes.
No, they're animatronics. They used animatronics for the turtles.
I'm pretty sure they were costumes.
No, I'm reading the freaking paragraph here, and it says animatronics.
I don't know. I heard they used costumes.
Well, these are either way they look pretty realistic for the 90s.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the costumes. They were costumes.
I enjoyed it. So anyway, number 23 is
Hellboy. Hell yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, that was good.
I enjoyed the movie. I never read the comics, but from what I can tell, there was a dark story, action-packed, great characters, psychological drama. Yeah, it was a damn good film.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it stayed close to the source material. I tried to keep itself dark, but it was still, I'm guessing, since it's demons, there should have been more blood, but it was still what was it, PG-13?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a PG-13.
They are trying to market it towards kids too, you know.
Yeah. But I think it would have worked better as the R-rated film it should have been. What?
The Fan. Okay. Anything else to say about Hellboy before I move on?
No.
Okay. Number 22, Blade.
Surprisingly, despite how much I actually like the character, I never watched the movies.
I only know him from that one episode of Spider-Man.
That's kind of sad. I mean, I like the character. I like where it comes from, his backstory. But the fact that I never watched his movies, I don't know why.
Hey, it's supposed to be about a badass vampire hunter.
Yeah, I don't know why I never watched this. That's weird.
Hey, Blade, if you want some vampires to hunt, I know a few that need a decapitation.
And they might be hanging out with some werewolves, but I'm pretty sure you can take care of that too.
Yeah.
But be careful. Do not stare into the eyes of the bland character. The bland romance. You will die.
And you will be consumed. Anyway, number 21 is The Crow. I've heard of this movie. I've never actually watched it.
I never even heard of it. What is it about?
I'm reading the description here, and apparently it's about some guy who's setting people on for taking... I don't even know what this is. The plot, Lee's Eriks goes all man on fire on the criminals responsible for taking his life and the life of his lady friend. So it's basically a guy getting his revenge for his girlfriend getting killed.
Basic.
Okay.
Never heard of it, though, so okay.
Premise sounds good. Anyway. Number 20, Superman 2. I'd argue for this. I would argue actually this to be a little higher.
Yeah, I hear it's a good film.
It's Superman.
A little bit better than Superman 1 in some areas.
You think so? I think that, parts of Superman 1 were more
Well, that's what I
significant.
said. Some parts were better in Superman 1.
All the
Superman-
action was better. That's that's like one of the few things.
I still think the ending of Superman 1 was just so ridiculous. It just made me laugh.
Well, we'll talk about that if it's on the list somewhere.
But Superman 2, yeah, it's a good film.
I like it. Watch the Richard Donner cut. It's much more violent than the one they released in theaters.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, number 19 is Ghost World. I don't know what this is.
What the hell is that?
All I'm seeing is a picture of, what, is that Scarlett Johansson right there?
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
Must have been one of her early movies.
Yeah, but I never heard of Ghost World. And
What?
who's supposedly the main character
What's
here?
this even about? Okay, but we're reading the description here, guys. Based on the Daniel Crow's comic, the movie stars Laura Birch in a not yet glamorous disguise. The two girls who couldn't quite fit in. So what? Is this a teen drama when disguised as a comic book?
I have no idea. From what IGN is saying, they're not telling us much about it.
People in the comments box, if you've seen this movie, tell us
about it, because
Yeah,
honestly, I'd never heard of it. I've never seen it. I didn't even know it existed. Not even the comic book.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this movie, so we're moving
If
on.
it deserves some more popularity than it has,
Then
please,
okay,
go ahead, tell us.
We'll check it out. Number 18 is Sin City.
Wait, is that a comic book?
Yeah, it was a comic book.
Huh.
Sin City was a comic book, and then it was a movie.
I enjoyed the movie. It was great. I loved it. It has great characters, great villains, and of course, good God, it's violent.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, the guy actually rips the balls of another guy. That's good God. I was hurting.
Violence.
But it's actually a great story, character development, and it's simple story, and yet for some reason they made it seem complex.
Okay, anyway. Number 17 is American Splendor. I've never heard of this.
Again, what are some... Like I said, I don't know some of these movies, because...
Neither do I.
Like I said, there have been so many comic book movies that come out, and some of them don't even seem like they came from comic books.
Well, again, guys, comments.
Yeah, tell us. If you know this movie and you loved it, tell us about it, because honestly, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, and yell at us if we're not
We're
seeing it.
ignorant to the comic book scene.
I wouldn't say that, but okay. Moving on to number 16, Thor. Yeah, okay.
I believe it. I
We-
mean, okay, despite...
We're not big Thor fans, but we did love that movie.
We love Thor as a character. Actually, not even as a character. I don't know. Okay, hear me out. The visuals, the imagination of the world, all of it was great, but the characters themselves just seemed kind of too simple. They were too easy to read.
We could say the same thing for other comic book movies, but...
Well, yeah, but at least they had a great story that actually gave them some growth.
Thor.
Thor,
big dude with a hammer who has lightning powers.
He
Badass.
starts out like a kind of a douchebag son.
But yeah,
Thinks he deserves everything.
But his character is redeemed later.
Yeah,
He does grow as a character, and that's what we really like in this movie. He does grow as a character, and he does step up to save the world or whatever he's saving.
It actually seems like a coming of age story, learning responsibility and maturing.
That's probably what it was intended to be.
Yeah, and for that, it is a good film.
It is a good movie.
I loved it. I enjoyed
So anyway, number 15 is 300.
it. Again, I did not know this was a comic book.
Yes, 300 was a comic book before it became a movie.
Okay, but as far as the movie goes,
This is Sparta!
apparently we have a fan. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It had a great dark visual creativity to it. Again, the slow-mo was fantastic. I don't know why.
And we all know that scene. This is Sparta!
Yes, we know that scene so well. It's been parodied so much.
It's
It's gone up so much and over-exaggerated. Even in its own movie, they over-exaggerated a lot of things. There were plot holes, but but I can live with them because it had great action, it had great drama.
Visually,
Story was just mainly people trying to protect their land and their freedoms.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's a good story for what it was.
Are you recording?
Yes, we're recording. Get out. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Okay, number 14 is Watchmen. I love this movie. This is one of Alan Moore's best comic books, and it's one of my favorite comic book movies.
I liked it. I like a lot of the characters.
Although Dr. Manhattan still freaks me out.
Why do I need to see his penis again?
Plasma penis, man.
I mean, okay, I understand he's all powerful and can, control molecular stability in all the universe, but does that mean he shouldn't have to wear clothes? Can he not? Can he not wear? I even saw him wear a suit once. Why doesn't he wear a suit?
Even that G-string makes me feel a bit more comfortable than him just swinging his blue pipe around. And that's saying a lot.
Yeah, when you actually prefer to see a guy in a thong. That's just weird.
Oh, but the movie, though, is great. Rorschach is my favorite character.
Of course, his brutality. Because he's the closest thing to Batman. Even though what was his name?
Night Owl.
Now, Night Owl is supposedly the Batman of this film. But he's not that dark.
No, it's Rorschach. Yeah, it's Rorschach.
Yeah, Rorschach has the personality of Batman. Night Owl has the gadgets of Batman, but the personality of a Superman.
I think his Superman would be more Dr. Manhattan right there.
Yeah, but he has no personality.
Okay, the personality then. I don't think anyone here has the personality of Superman.
Actually, Night Owl kind of has some kind of like a whole bright and upbeat and...
I guess you could count
defends justice. He's the closest thing to a Superman personality I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan is just uncaring in every sense of the word.
He's basically a machine.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
He's
someone with so much power.
But he has all the power of all the freaking universe in his fingertips.
And I noticed that when they make a comic book character with all the powers of the universe, they kind of make him like so machine-like, unfeeling. Like what? Like with great power comes no smiling.
That's gonna be Spider-Man's new mantra.
No optimism. You have to think the world is a dark place. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, love this movie. Watch it. Number 13, Kick-Ass.
Oh hell yeah! Now, personally, I didn't know this was a comic book, but hell, I should read the comic book.
This movie's pretty funny.
This movie is just kick-ass.
Yeah, watch it.
I like the whole concept of the film,
Yeah.
And of course, my favorite character of all is shit.
Hit Girl.
Yeah, Hit Girl. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Hit Girl. How can I forget your name? You were my favorite character in this whole movie. Nicolas Cage was actually pretty funny in this movie. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's better than he was in the Ghost Rider movies, which I hope I'm not going to see on this list. Anyway, number 12 is Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. Dun, 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 dun.
Hell yeah. But we already talked about this before in IGN's top.
This deserves to be on this spot, maybe. Well, we'll have to see if any other Batman movies are on this list first.
Well, yeah, it definitely deserves to be on this list. It was definitely a great film.
He's the
god.
god.
We already talked about it a lot, so we won't talk too much about it.
He's Batman. Anyway, number 11 is Captain America throws his mighty shield.
I liked it, even though probably the first half he was just being made a joke.
Which was sad, but he got better.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a great introduction to the character compared to the previous Captain America movies.
Shout out to anyone who's seen the 1990s Captain America movies and not laughed their ass off watching it.
I'm sorry. I watched the Captain America 1990 movies and I was
laughed.
just laughing my ass off every time, and just like how weird and
also if you want some laugh, watch Nostalgia Critics review of it.
Yeah.
Shameless plugging. Okay, anyway, number 10 is A History of Violence. I don't even know what this is.
I think I've heard of it. I never thought it was a comic book movie, though. I thought it was just a generic action movie.
Anything else to say about it?
No, I never watched it. Never even knew it was a comic book.
Okay, then. Number 9 is I Am Iron Man.
Of course, Iron Man. I just love this movie.
Yeah, we just got finished watching Iron Man 3, so this is the move. This is what
and
started
personally,
all. This is still the best. This is still the best movie out of the trilogy.
Yeah.
Overall, yes.
It's just a simple story of Iron Man becoming Iron Man. Tony Stark becoming Iron Man, and it's just fantastic.
He is Iron Man. Na 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 na.
Don't sing. Please don't sing.
Anyway, number 8 is Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. If you don't know.
does not deserve to be higher than Iron Man.
It doesn't. But as a kid, I loved this movie. So
yeah, when I first saw it, I was amazed. I loved it.
Rewatching it though, there is a bit of a cheesiness to it.
There is just so much wrong with it. You can make fun of it, and yeah, it definitely does not deserve to be better. Hell, it's not even deserve to be better than Thor. Surprisingly,
and which was
you would think Spider-Man was just the personality that he has.
He's probably only up here because of the significance of the movie.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be this. This shouldn't be this high. It's a great movie. I liked it better than 2 and 3. Well,
too debatable.
But it doesn't deserve to be this high.
Okay. So anyway, number 7 is X2, X-Men United.
Yeah, I believe it.
Which is ironically my second favorite of the X-Men movies.
Yeah, I liked it. And of course, who can forget Wolverine killing everyone in the mansion?
Guys, this was Wolverine's backstory explained. We did not need Wolverine's origin movie, guys. Yeah. And if we did, it should have been done right.
Yeah, it should have been like the video game.
Which was badass.
The video game had the better story, surprisingly.
Which is weird because movie license games tend to be shitty, but okay.
In Wolverine's case, the game had a better story than the actual movie.
Which is saying a lot.
Yeah, if they did the movie based on the game, hell yeah, it would have been great. But as far as it goes, X-Men X2 was just fantastic. I loved it.
Okay, anyway, number 6 is Road to Perdition.
Again,
I don't know what this is, so moving on. Sorry guys, well, if you don't know what this is, we're just gonna move on. Leave in the comments if this movie is any good. Number 5 is X-Men First Class. Yes, my favorite X-Men movie.
I enjoyed it. There's a lot of continuity errors with it coming out after Wolverine Origins. But I'm guessing that's because most people don't claim X-Men Origins to be part of the whole timeline story. So hopefully, and they did mention they're making the new movie to fix that continuity about time travel, I believe. I don't know.
You mean Days of Future Past, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they should just forget about Wolverine Origins and keep First Class as the actual beginning of the whole timeline.
Well, we can't really have an opinion on that yet until the movie comes out.
Yeah, time travel is a very touchy subject, though. If they don't do it right, it just screws up everything more.
Okay, so anyway, moving on to number 4 is Batman Begins.
Love this movie.
I love this movie, but it did give us the one infamous thing about the Christopher Nolan trilogy. The Batman voice. I am Batman.
Oh god, even I can't do it because
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Okay, apparently the Batman fan knows about how to do the voice.
Yes, I do.
Okay, don't do it.
Yeah, it's hurting my voice. Okay, moving on.
But yeah, it was definitely a great film.
Number 3 is dun dun dun.
Yeah, of course, Superman number 1.
Well, I will say this movie is very significant.
As corny as the ending was, the rest of the movie is great. I loved it.
It is badass, guys.
But seriously, the ending just made me laugh. I mean, at first it made me laugh out. First it made me like confused and like stupefied, like what the hell's going on? But when you look back at it, it just makes you laugh so hard.
Hold on, guys. We have someone coming in.
Yeah.
Go to IGN. Go to top 25 comic book movies of all time. You're joining the list.
Top 20 what?
25 comic book movies of all time. We're in the top 3. We're in the top 5 already. We're at number 3.
You guys have been doing a list for the past how many hours?
2.
Wait, top 25?
Yes, 25 comic book movies.
You're at number what?
3. Is your number 3 the same as ours?
Is number 3 Superman the movie?
Yes, okay. Yeah, Superman the movie, like we said.
The ending was just so hilariously ridiculous.
Logic? What's that?
Well,
Is that the one where he turned back time?
Yes, by flying around the Earth like 20 times.
In the reverse direction,
Yes.
somehow reversing time, all this just saving Lois Lane.
the biggest cop-out ever.
Even though I'm
Fine.
pretty sure that would just stop the world and, everyone would be flying off.
And, like, isn't it proven, like, he's faster than, like, the Flash, so that he, like, could do things
It's
faster?
it's, okay, I think it's debated that Superman is faster than Flash when he's flying. And that Flash is much faster than Superman nowadays on foot, because of the Speed Force.
like, you think he's fast enough to save both events?
Actually, okay, well, if he was flying around, did he really need to turn back time? Well, because the thing is, he couldn't catch both missiles in time because he wasn't fast
Which is
enough.
bullshit, because you know
'Cause
he
flew.
could.
He just
You
flew.
know he could catch those 2 missiles.
He flew around the Earth a few times. Like he just passed all those missiles.
I think he could have caught those missiles. Meaning, I think he could have saved Lois Lane and protected the village from
It's
that
weird
broken
because
dam.
this is the first and best of the Superman movies, so.
He's the only dude that actually pulled off Clark Kent and Superman well.
And it's a shame what happened to him too. The whole him breaking his back. Poor Christopher
Well,
Well, this was the starting point for most comic book movies, so it's incredibly significant. So, anything else to say about Superman before we move on to number 2?
did you already do a crack about Goku versus Superman already?
Oh no, we did not.
Okay, well at least I know who could beat Goku.
Dun 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 dun. Okay. Anything else before we move on?
I'm good.
Okay.
That's it.
Number 2 is Spider-Man 2. I see what you did there, IGN. Spider-Man 2 is number 2.
Yeah,
Shut up.
I don't think they did that on just for the joke.
Well, I like Spider-Man 2. I don't think it deserves to be number 2.
Yeah, it's not that great a film. It's better than Spider-Man 1. And it's a little bit better than Spider-Man 3.
You like Spider-Man 3?
A little bit better? Well, explain yourself.
Okay. As little as screen time as Venom had, he was, for what he was given, he was a great Venom.
It's just the look that really fucked him over.
Yeah, I know.
And the screen time.
I know. It was the screen time and the whole, speed of the film that just screwed Venom over.
And emo-
they pushed
and-
him aside.
And Emo Peter.
Okay, don't bring Emo Peter up. I'm not even counting him as part of the movie.
And the dancing scene.
He was a pointless
And I think you
moment.
could have cut out the Sandman too.
No, wait
No,
a
Sandman
minute.
was
Sandman
good.
was good.
You
Actually,
didn't need Sandman though.
dude, I sympathize with
Too
Sandman.
many things going on at once.
That we had too much. Well, I think the problem
Okay,
that Spider-Man 3 suffered was too many villains trying to please
Exactly.
everyone.
That's why I'm like, you know what? Fine. If you're gonna do the Venom story, just stick it with Venom. Granted, you're gonna have Eddie Brock
Actually-
in the last film out of nowhere, but fine, do it.
What was weird though, despite all the hype of a Spider-Man with Venom story, I think the main focus, the main villain, was supposed to be Sandman. I felt Sandman was the more.
Well, that's because Sam
important
Raimi really wanted to push Sandman into the movie.
villain. Yeah, I felt like
As the main
Sandman was
villain.
a much more important character than practically
Well,
everyone
I feel
else.
like he shouldn't be in that movie though. He should have been in a separate movie.
Okay,
Oh, no, okay, here we go. I think Venom should have been in a different movie because they should have waited to actually give him a whole movie.
then
to
segue
build
into
him up.
Spider-Man 4, and
Yeah,
then
and
just
Sandman could have been focused on Spider-Man 3 as the villain.
well, they could have
'cause-
done that, but I guess
Because here's the sad part. I actually sympathized and liked Sandman more than any of the other characters. More than Spider-Man, more than Venom, more than Harry Osborn. I just was more interested in Sandman than anything else in the movie. And as important as villains should be, they shouldn't be the main focus.
And okay, what about you?
So, you know near the end of the movie where he turns into a giant sand monster?
Yeah,
What was the point of doing that again?
I don't know.
They needed an action scene.
They needed an action scene to get both Harry and spoiler alert for anyone
Okay,
that's seen the movie.
here's my gripe with the whole Spider-Man franchise. Spider-Man 1. I kind of liked Spider-Man 1 when it first came out. Granted, at the time, it was a pretty good, comic book hero movie for me.
And granted,
Jumping into it.
And granted, we were like 9 when the movie came out.
So I thought it was pretty good. Spider-Man 2, it was okay. Better graphics, better like fight scenes, but some of the acting didn't really quite fit for me too well.
I think it's just aged a bit.
If you want an example, that whole subway cart thing,
Yeah.
action thing. Well, one, he got his mask ripped off, and two, the people in the subway train, how they acted.
Yeah.
I was like,
That was as bad,
The kids were better actors.
which is kind of sad.
see,
Since child
at
actors.
that point, I'm like, that kind of pulled me out of the movie. At that point, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, those people would have kept a secret. They would have fucking Facebooked about it.
They would have. Well, the too bad Facebook wasn't there.
Oh, MySpace was there though.
What is this
they
MySpace you
They
speak of?
MySpaced about it, as ancient as it is right now. Back then, it was the biggest thing, and that's what they did.
Watch, we're gonna get comments saying, What's MySpace?"
Damn you, new generation! learn the power of your ancestors.
Okay, my opinion. Spider-Man 1 was okay. Spider-Man 2 is pretty good. Spider-Man 3 it was bad, but it wasn't too bad. Let's face it, I've seen Batman and Robin, so I've seen worse comic book movies.
Yeah.
But let's face it, a fourth movie could have saved the Sam Raimi franchise.
Fourth movie was totally like either Harry Osborn or Venom.
Yeah.
You know what they could have done? Okay, Spider-Man 3, they introduced the symbiote suit. You know? But then, near the ending of the movie, that's when you see Venom, and you can tell the fourth movie is all going to be about Venom.
They could have done that, but
Yeah, and Harry Osborn could have stayed having amnesia, only to gain it back later, and again in the fourth movie.
Again, missed opportunities, but what can we do about it now?
Okay.
And just keep the focus on Sandman and Peter Parker's fight with the symbiote and being Spider-Man. You know, that way could have been a great trilogy, great 4 movies.
It would have, it could have been, but
I think they were just trying to push for a final ending of.
I didn't think I didn't think it needed to be rebooted, but whatever, we got what we got, and that's what.
Spider-Man 2 though is the better movie of the 3.
It's the better, yes.
In your opinion, I don't know.
In our opinion, guys, in our opinion.
Oh, honestly, Tobey Maguire, perfect Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield, perfect Spider-Man. That's just it.
If only we could merge the two.
Or get someone.
We have gene splicing at our disposal.
I see what you did there.
Yes, we do. Okay.
Did you see the new photos for Rhino for Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I did not even know they had any photos for Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. Apparently there's like a photo of the dude playing as Rhino before he's Rhino. And I'm not impressed.
So Rhino's gonna be in Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Oh yeah, Rhino.
Wasn't he in the game for Amazing Spider-Man 1?
Yeah, but I guess that's not canon.
It's not canon?
Didn't they say it was supposed to be canon?
They said it was after the movie.
Yeah. So what the hell?
I don't know.
Did the game not make enough sales that people thought, hey, you know what? Not enough people saw the game, so they won't care about the second movie.
Well, then again, the Wolverine movie game wasn't canon. When it probably should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else to say about Spider-Man 2 before we move on to the number 1, which I pretty much know. I think I know what number 1 is going to be after seeing this list.
Well, the thing is, I don't know like what happened in the other. How many? You went through like 23 movies without me being there, so I don't.
You didn't miss much. Some of them we didn't even know. If we don't know, you probably don't know.
Okay.
And some of them should have been higher. We'll go through this list again if you want later. We'll go after we see what the number 1 is, which I pretty much think I know what number 1 is now.
Batman.
Yeah, but which Batman?
Batman.
Let's see. Yep.
Yep, it's
Dark
a
Knight.
Yep, it's a Dark Knight.
Okay, fine. Dark Knight.
Of course it is.
And you know what? I agree.
Oh.
Dark Knight is one of the best comic book movies I've ever seen.
Overrated? Maybe. Good movie? Yes.
I loved it. Mainly because of the Joker.
Yes.
The Joker in this film, I think, is dead on perfect as a Joker.
He's the Joker. He's supposed to be awesome.
And is he supposed to be that broken? I don't know.
They did a good job of it.
Well, I think this Joker worked well for Christopher Nolan's Batman universe. I mean, he pretty much personified the character as an agent of chaos, which is what the Joker is supposed to be. And okay, the only problem I have with this movie is, of course, my problem with all the Nolan Batman movies: the voice. Okay, guys, he cut off. So, anyway, what is your opinion? Any other things' opinion on The Dark Knight?
Let's see. Two-Face actually didn't get enough screen time.
Which is weird because, Harvey Dent was in the movie for like the longest time.
Yeah, but I did like that they actually gave you a connection to Harvey Dent in the beginning.
You feel sorry for him a bit.
Yeah, not as much as the animated series Harvey Dent.
Well, that's just tragic what happened to him in there.
Yeah.
This is just...
This is tragic too, but at the same time, if you share the tragedy of the villain with the hero, it kind of demeans it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does.
Because when the protagonist, when two good guys share the same love interest, then they kill all that love interest. Then both people feel the same pain. Only one becomes evil, and the other one just doesn't really change at all.
Yeah.
Kinda, I don't know. It just kind of takes away from the whole tragedy of Two-Face becoming Two-Face. Of Harvey Dent becoming Two-Face.
Yeah.
And
Does Rachel look different to you?
Shut up.
yes, of course she's a different actress.
They apparently couldn't get Katie Holmes from Batman Begins to be in The Dark Knight for some reason.
Fucking Tom Cruise.
It's fucking Tom Cruise.
Yeah, nothing against the actress for Dark Knight. But I think Katie Holmes did a better job.
Nothing against that, but you know.
No, she's a great actress in this movie. But I just felt more connected with Katie Holmes in The Batman Begins.
I mean,
I felt like she actually, was a strong-willed and actually very important character. In this one, she's just the damsel in distress, really, at some points. She's just the love interest for both the Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent, and then they just kill her.
Okay.
Just to give Harvey Dent a reason to become Two-Face.
Okay.
Yeah, but like the most convoluted plan how to do it though.
Yes, the plan.
The plan was just, what the fuck? Okay, Joker, I know you're out there, but even you cannot predict how this will turn out.
I think he got the reality breaking cheat code in that movie and just used it.
And it's just funny how Christopher Nolan's saying that this trilogy is supposed to be as realistic as possible, and yet
bullshit, it's real.
Bullshit.
At certain points, it's like, this is just way out there. You cannot expect us to believe this actually happened.
Would you two agree that the movie was a bit overhyped at the time because of Heath Ledger's tragic death?
Yeah.
You know what? I went into the movie without actually any prior knowledge of Heath Ledger's death. In a way, so it didn't really affect my viewpoint. I just sat down and watched the movie as it is, as a whole, because I tried to forget watching Batman Begins. Because I understand the purpose of a sequel and stuff, but I wanted to see if this movie can stand alone, on itself.
I think it did.
I think it did.
You know what's funny though?
I don't think hype. To me, hype didn't really affect it.
You know what's funny though? When I heard of Heath Ledger's death, I had no idea who the hell they were talking about. I went into
Oh man, you're missing out.
No. Hear me out. I watched his movies, and I know who the character looks like and who he is. I just never knew his name.
I didn't know who Heath Ledger was before this movie.
Yeah, and I saw, I even know Brokeback Mountain. I know all of his films. The problem was I never knew what his name was. So when I went into this, after I heard that, I'm like, okay, that sucks. So I went to Dark Knight, and then I find out, wait, Heath Ledger was a Joker? Holy shit! Who knew? That sucks. And he was such a great Joker. I'm thinking, this guy's awesome. I can't wait for him to be making a reprisal in the third movie. And then Heath Ledger died. Oh shit. It sucks. A great Joker, and he was taken away from us too early.
Well, anyway, yeah, this is pretty much one of the better Batman movies out there. Is it the best Batman movie?
Yes. Oh no, of this trilogy?
To me.
No, I'm talking about just in general.
In general, to me, I think so.
As far as the story is, yeah, it's the best story of Batman. As far as the actual Batman character, no, it's not the best Batman character I've seen. Best Joker? Definitely best Joker I've ever seen.
It's kind of tied with he's kind of tied with Mark Hamill for me, but that's just my opinion, guys. As just a Joker in general. He's the best live action Joker next to Nicholson, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Any thoughts before we either end this list or you want to go back through the list?
Thoughts on this list? I can't really much say because we're gonna have to do a little quick run through refresher for me because I just dropped in.
If you want to go through the list quickly while we're just doing stuff.
Go for it. I'll just look.
Since I already went through the list, I'm taking a break.
Okay. Well, anyway, if you want to take a quick look through the list,
I'm scanning it right now. You guys just talk.
Well, I've pretty much said everything I wanted to say about this list.
Kneel before Zod. Okay, sorry.
You will bow down before me.
That's weird. Oh no, I'm looking through the list. I didn't know Ghost World was on this list. That's weird.
You know the movie. We don't. Say something.
Oh, okay. Okay, so here's the backstory for number 19's Ghost World. So, last semester in my English literature class, I read a comic book. We were required to read a comic book called The Death Ray.
Wait, an English class wanted you to read a comic book? What the?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Anyways, so we read a comic book called The Death Ray. It's like this poppy, very dark comic book story. And like I looked up the author. The author did like other works, and Ghost World was one of them. I didn't know they made a movie out of it. What I also thought was pretty cool was I watched it. I thought it was pretty cool, and I didn't know some of the people that were playing it. Scarlett Johansson before she was, famous. Without like not really knowing, she had like a hella deep voice when she was younger.
Did she?
Oh yeah, hell yeah! She had a very deep voice.
I haven't watched any of her early movies, so I wouldn't.
Go watch a YouTube clip of Ghost World with her, and dude, you're gonna be like, whoa.
That has a deep voice.
Okay, let's not go that far.
Very, very weird.
Okay, anything else to say about number 19 before you tell us about things we don't know?
If you're interested in something different, go watch it.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. No, I already know that one. Let's see. A History of Violence, really? Okay.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Explain, please.
We didn't know it.
It's just a graphic novel of a former hitman gangster that tried to get out and move to a small town.
Oh, okay.
And then, like, he's like a hero for saving, like, preventing a robbery. Then the mafia guys are like, that's our guy. And then he's, like, explaining to his family, like, what the hell he actually is. And, I don't know. It's a very interesting tale of redemption and darkness.
Ooh.
I have no idea what Road to Pettiton was.
Okay.
No, we didn't
yep, that's it. Number 5. Nice. X-Men First Class. Not bad.
Yep, we said our things on First Class, so what's your opinion since you're the big X-Men fan here?
Hells yeah, I'm the biggest X-Men fan there is. If you think about it in general, like I watched all the X-Men movies. And
I think it's the best one.
X-Men First Class is a good movie in the franchise reboot, fucking whatever they're doing with it right now. X2 for me is kind of at the top. The first X-Men will come in 3rd place. First Class is like a 2nd, and then X3 is at the bottom, and then Wolverine Origins is like 4th.
4th.
I say 4th because hey, it's Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine's badass, no matter how bad the movie is in.
Yes.
I mean, granted, I thought Will.i.am's character was completely useless. I thought Nightcrawler could have been in that spot.
What was weird, though, the video game story was so much better.
Which is weird. This is very rare for comic book.
And every character actually had a purpose. Even the Will.i.am character had a bigger purpose in the video game than in the movie.
Well, I think it's just...
I think it's the director's cut that we're missing out.
Probably.
What was your pick for number 1 of the X-Men movies?
Number 1,
X2,
I would say X2.
Yeah, I think I can see why.
I could see why too, but at the same time, I feel that First Class had the best character development. We got to know more about Charles Xavier and Magneto's motivation and characters. Who the fuck is calling me? Hold on, guys, take over.
Okay, fine. My only gripe with X-Men First Class is that there wasn't really much of an interaction talk between Xavier and Magneto. I mean, granted, they shared, like, few scenes, and that one part where he's, like, diving into Eric's mind so he could, like, bend the freaking satellite dish forward. I thought that was, like, a cop-out of, like, I understand you completely now. No.
Yeah.
In the comic books, they actually sat and talked, shared ideas, had a few laughs like normal people would. Granted, that sounds hella boring on paper and in movies, but that's the charm that came with it. You saw how Magneto was more hands-on revolutionary of mutants. You saw Professor Xavier as the sympathetic, polite person being the quote-unquote better man. But if for some reason you turn it where just after him killing the man that's responsible for killing his mom and effectively becoming the man who was forced to kill your mom, that's where I kind of lose touch with it. That and the fact that the whole bullet thing was one, kind of gay, and two, that was totally Beast's fault because he said you're gonna wear bulletproof vests, but
it's fucking not bulletproof
on your back. I don't know. And like, this is a tiny little nitpicky thing, but they did Havoc wrong. They made Havoc like Iron Man without the cool laser palm beam things. He basically had the unibeam off his fucking chest.
I think what they were going for in this movie was mainly just focusing on Magneto as a revenge story.
Yeah, because like they tried that whole Magneto Origins movie, but that's not gonna work out.
And I think that
they had to show him along with Charles.
I think that's what created most of the problems you have with it. That there wasn't enough talking with each other. There wasn't a sharing of ideals and ideologies, and just plain out actually growing to be friends like they're supposed to be.
I can kind of believe that they were becoming close friends in the movie.
Yeah, but it was just so quick.
I get the point that it wasn't really elaborated enough. It would have been nice, but I guess they couldn't fit into the movie's running time.
Yeah, and the whole the whole Mystique thing that confused me.
That confuses
us.
Gross.
No, I love Mystique. She's a great character. She's a hot character.
I wish they made a better character. They made a better story for her.
Yeah, but the fact that they made her such a needy and confused teenage girl in this thing just kind of like ruined the whole Mystique is this badass.
Do we need to talk about continuity errors in the X-Men movies?
No, here's the thing with the whole continuity crap that they're spewing out of their heads. I see X-Men First Class as a prequel, reboot to the entire X-Men franchise. That's how I see it. That's what I think they're doing. Hell, they're doing that right now for the sequel for First Class with Days of Futures Past. They're using time travels to fix everything like they did with Star Trek. It's genius.
Time paradox.
I mean, granted, like I think Bryan Singer has a lot on his plate with a huge ensemble of cast members.
Well,
he's bringing everyone that played their roles in the X-Men trilogy into the movie. That's kind of a big that's a big cast of characters.
Well, he is directing the movies again, thank God.
I know, but I don't know if he's like able to like balance them out. Because like if you hear the talks with like any Avengers movie, you're gonna be like, man, that's a lot of superheroes and like movie stars we're gonna have to fit in the movie. How are we gonna do it? They did it fine because they had such a small cast. On the other hand, you have this one movie where you're getting like 10, 12 characters from the former trilogy, and you're pulling like more from First Class. Doing a balancing act might be a little bit overwhelming for him, so I'm a little bit afraid for it.
Well, we'll have to see when it comes out.
I'm crossing my fingers that it does well, and hopefully people like X-Men.
Okay, anything else to say about number 5, X-Men First Class?
Let's see, what else can I nitpick? I thought Moira Taggart as a CIA agent was kind of dumb.
Okay.
And that whole thing near the end, I guess you could call us, we're still G-Men. No, you're different. You're X-Men.
I see what you did there, movie.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Face palm. Face palm.
That was probably one of the stupider lines in the movie. Yes.
Oh, and I totally liked Michael Ironside being in that movie. I'm like, holy shit.
Some reason, yeah.
This might be one of my own nitpicks, but the ending when they said this is why women shouldn't be in the what was it, CIA?
Yeah.
Yeah, women shouldn't be in the CIA. That was so.
Was that supposed to be a joke, or was that like?
It was supposed to be a joke. It just.
That's kind of a.
I agree. In the timeline, according to the timeline back then, yeah, it was a very touchy thing. But to bring it up in an X-Men movie, it just seemed kind of out of place.
I guess.
You know who else was out of place? January Jones as Emma Frost.
Yeah.
Oh, how so?
Emma Frost is supposed to be this cold-hearted, smart-ass, manipulative son of a bitch, and all she's reduced to in this movie is eye candy.
Well, at least she did better than what the one First Class did. I mean, not First Class. Wolverine did.
Well, you can't blame her for that. She was captured, and she was a teenage girl.
I let that one slide, because she was in the learning process.
But in this one she had more freedom to be someone, but instead she's just like the bait. She's the...
Well, hopefully they'll elaborate more on her character in Days of Future Past if she's in.
I heard she's not going to be in the movie, so don't count on it.
What the fuck? Okay, never mind. Well, okay. I guess we pretty much vented out everything on it we can say about X-Men here.
Yep, pretty much.
Anything else to say before we end the list, or do you still have something to look towards?
Pretty solid list. I can't wait for Man of Steel to come out.
Well, I think we're all waiting for Man of Steel to come out.
I still have to watch Iron Man 3, so there's that.
When you do that, we'll do a discussion.
Okay, Amazing Spider-Man 2, kinda looking forward to it. What
Thor:
else?
The Dark World.
Oh yeah, Thor 2, I still gotta watch the first one.
You haven't watched Thor 1?
Well. Yeah, I haven't watched the first one. Sue me. Let's see. I heard Ant-Man was getting a movie, so we'll do that.
Ant-Man.
Hey, it's being directed by the guy who did Scott Pilgrim, so I think I have faith in him in the source material.
Ant-Man.
Anyone else? Nope, I got nothing.
Okay, well, I thought this list was pretty good. I would have liked to see some... Actually, I would have liked to see Batman 89 on this list, and I didn't see it at all.
Batman 89.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some classic Batman films. They were pretty good.
The Dark Knight Returns, Part 1 and 2, maybe. And Batman Year 1.
Oh! Animated films.
They count. You saw Mask of the Phantasm on this list, so there's not...
Yeah.
But then again, if we're going to do that, then most of this list would probably be Batman.
Oh, yeah. You can do it with DC.
DC.
Hell, Justice League Doom, I think, was a good one.
Yeah, it was good. Crisis on Two Earths for Justice League is pretty good, too.
Guys,
yeah.
This is an IGN top 25. Don't be bringing your own top 25 right now.
Well, fuck that.
It's our own opinion.
It's our
It'd be
opinion.
Nice if it was
yeah,
on the
but
list,
this video's
though.
already really long, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
Oh, shut up. It's only like, what? 48 minutes?
That's too long!
That is top 100 characters that you almost made us do.
Well, you and I are doing that right now.
I have to go.
He has to go. Oh, you have to go.
Yeah.
Cop out. He's copping out on us, man.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Go play your Skyrim.
Yeah, go play your Skyrim.
Hey, screw you.
Okay.
So I probably won't even know most of the characters. I mean, I know comic book characters, but not 100.
Oh, like we're experts.
We probably might have heard him.
Probably. There's some.
Like,
we know a majority of comic book characters, like the more recognizable ones. We I honestly can't say I know every damn comic book character.
Booster Gold. You know who Booster Gold is? He's pretty badass.
He's pretty badass. Even if that one episode of Justice League.
Yeah, 2D Man. Yeah, that was his name. 2D Man.
Plastic Man.
Plastic Man, huh? Plastic Man. Yeah, pretty good. The third Flash. Or fourth
Calendar Man.
Flash,
Aquaman.
Yeah. Those two girls from Justice League that were implied to be lesbian.
What?
Yeah, there were two girls on the Justice League that were implied to be lesbian. Well, one of them is from Brazil.
Was it?
Question was pretty badass.
He's a conspiracy nut, but he's badass.
He's badass. Whatever character died in that old Doomsday arc with Superman, I forget his name.
I can't believe you're still recording this.
Seriously,
we're not even
every
talking about
single
the
Green
movies
Lantern
anymore.
character that died during Emerald Twilight.
Hey, fuck you. This
You know,
is
that story
related.
when Hal Jordan went fucking
No,
crazy.
it's not.
Okay. Anyway, we have to end this list because.
And yeah.
Okay. Anyway, good
That's all I
list. Could have been better. Would have put some things in different places, but that's just my opinion. Anything else to say before I end the video? Well, okay then. Anything else? Okay, fucking. I'm at the end this then. Tony, any last words?
No, I'm good. And again, you use my real name.
Oh no, they know who you are.
Yes, they know who I am. Thanks a lot, man.
Okay, well, we'll see you again in another Let's Play or another list. Rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Later. Bye.